I got a call from someone I know, a friend, business person, and he said, Andre, I've got some advice for you. And of course, I've known him for a long time, and he's always got advice. He's always got insights, and often very, very good advice. So I welcomed the call, and we had a conversation. And I realized as we were talking that he had put his finger on something that I was wondering about that should have been obvious to me, but I had not categorized it quite in this way. And it made me think, why did I not ask him what he thought about this? Now, I know a lot of people have opinions, and frankly, a lot of people shouldn't be giving opinions, but this was an area where this particular person was very, very good at analyzing and assessing and kind of putting an idea together. So it made me think, why did I not ask him for help? And why do people in general not ask for help? Now, there are lots of reasons why people don't ask for help, because there's opinions everywhere, there's advice everywhere, and frankly, a lot of people are confused because there's just so much content these days that's swirling around. But that does not negate the fact that getting good advice, getting help from really smart people, really capable people, really accomplished people, and hopefully people with experience in a particular area can be very helpful. So there are several reasons why people don't ask for help. And I have recently been reaching out to my clients, my newsletter subscribers, and I'm going to reach out to you too, to tell me what you need help on. What is it that you're dealing with? What are your problems? What are your challenges? What do you want some insight about? There are many reasons why people don't ask for help. And one major thing that causes people to not ask for help is they don't know the question. They don't know what question to ask. So if I had asked, if I had known the question to ask this fellow that contacted me, I probably would have been able to also find the answer, because often the question tells you what the answer is. The answer is buried in the question. But I find a lot of people don't know what the question is. So they are walking day to day, and they just don't know what question they should be asking. They're making comments, they're observing, they're arguing, they're debating, they're gossiping, they're doing all these things, but they should be identifying the right question to ask about a given situation. So the first reason why people don't ask for help is that they just don't know what question to ask. They don't know to ask, well, how do I grow my business? Or what's the best way to market? Or should I use this strategy or the other strategy? Or how do I measure this? Or so forth. And they just don't know how to phrase the question. Now, of course, they often don't know who to go to, who to rely on. And of course, the person you want to go to always is the person who has already answered the question in their own life and in their own business. And that's sometimes not so easy to find, but asking the right question is step one in transformation. Asking the right question and knowing what question that is to ask is a reason why a lot of people don't ask for help. Excuse me. Now, the other thing that I've found that is a reason why people don't ask for help is because they often have accepted the way it is. And this is probably 80% of the people out there. They get conditioned by whatever they're experiencing, whatever results they're seeing, whatever they're dealing with, and they no longer are in a quest to improve it and get better results. So as a result, they accept the way it is. And extension of that is thinking that it will get better if it stays the way it is. Now that's really dangerous, because it's, nothing's going to happen unless you change something. So you've got to change something, And that's the way you're going to get better results. So accepting the way it is really a recipe for mediocrity. So if you're in a business and you're not getting the results you want, and you're just accepting that day to day, maybe you're tired of trying to figure out, how do I get these results? The question is, do you know the right question? And then the second issue is, have you just accepted the way it is? It's not going to get better. You have to figure out the right question to ask so that it can get better. The third reason why people don't ask for help often is that they don't really want an answer. They're afraid to change. They're afraid that it will involve complexity. They're afraid that it will require cost. A lot of people will be reluctant to admit that there's something they need help in because they know that right behind admitting that, they have to do something about it. They have to take some action on it. So if they're afraid to change and afraid to address those things that require change, they're not going to be successful. So I want you to think about this in your own business, in your own life, in your own activities, and ask yourself, where do I need help? Where do I need help in my career? Where do I need help in my business? Where do I need help in getting better results? Is it in my sales, my marketing, my advertising, my operations, the way I think about this, the people I target and focus on, client service? How do I get better at what I'm doing, and where is the source of help that can be the path that I travel to get better? You just can't sit around and say, look, I'm not going to ask for any help here, because you're destined to stay in the same place. Now, the fascinating thing is when you do get to a point where you accept that you should ask for help, it can really be surprising what happens when you get that help. There are people that can solve a problem like that. They just know because they have experience with it. I know I do this every day with my clients. They'll be talking about something and they'll be wondering, how do we do this? How do I do this? What should I do? And they'll have a lot of commentary about what came up and what the issues are and so forth. And I will cut through that and pinpoint something that is a solution to this. Here's how you handle that. Here's what you say. Here's what you do. Here's the way you structure this. Here's the way you think about it. So if there's something that you need help in your business and in your career, I'm inviting you to leave a comment below and let me know what that is. That will tell me the kinds of things that I should be shooting videos about, the things I should be writing about, maybe the things that I should be teaching more extensively. What are the issues that are important to you? What are you facing? What problems need to be solved? Don't be afraid to ask for help. And if I can help you, I'll certainly help you. And if I can't help you for whatever reason, I'll be happy to give you some guidance on where you might go and get help. And if it isn't me, maybe there's someone you know that could help you and you've been reluctant to ask. Don't condition yourself to not ask for help. Condition yourself to seek answers, to seek solutions to those challenges in your business, to solve those problems, to figure it out, to get those things done so that you can get better results, so that you can have a more fulfilling business experience, and that you're not living with problems and circumstances that you shouldn't be. Ask for help. It's an important step in getting better and in getting a better business. If you like this tip, give me a thumbs up. Let me know you liked it. Leave a comment below. Let me know what you need help in and what you thought about this tip. And make sure you subscribe to my channel. I have a lot more here, a lot more coming. I'll see you next time.